People frequently ask us, do I have a personal injury case? Well, let me try and answer that question for you. In order to have a personal injury case, there has to be a couple things. Number one, there has to be a violation of a safety rule or policy. The law in the state of Utah is that when anybody goes out and does an action, they owe a responsibility to others to act as a reasonably prudent person would do. A more simple way of putting that is, we are all obligated to obey safety rules. Some of those we're well familiar with. We learned them in driver's ed. You cannot run a red light. You cannot run a stop sign. You cannot cross a double yellow line. Those are safety rules, and they're designed to protect not only us, but everybody else in society. If a person violates a safety rule, that person who violated the safety rule owes a legal obligation to any other person who is hurt because of the violation. Now that brings us to the second issue, and that is injury. In order to have a personal injury claim, it's not enough to have a simple violation of a safety rule. Oftentimes we might see somebody speeding by going down the street. Well, that doesn't give the person who witnessed the speeder a personal injury lawsuit. The person who was injured by the person who saw the speeder must also be injured by the speeder to have a personal injury lawsuit. I know that may sound complicated. Let me try and simplify that a little bit. A personal injury lawsuit requires two things. Number one, a violation of a safety rule, and number two, an injury that resulted because of that violation. When we have those two things coupled together, we have enough to make a personal injury claim.